It's showtime.
Welcome to Show Me Some Television, the segment where I get to binge watch on television programs thanks to the Show Me service from Rogers, which I'm currently getting for free thanks to, I guess, my internet connection. So I pay a lot for internet, they give it to me for free. Whatever. I'll take it. In this one, I'm going to be talking about Vikings Season 3. Now, I covered Seasons 1 and 2 probably, I think, in my first episode of Show Me Some Television. So if you want to go back and check that and what I thought about the series, as a start, be my guest. But when it comes to Season 3, I will start off and say probably the weakest season yet, but some of the most epic of battles. Honestly, if you've seen, spoiler alert, if you've seen Seasons 1 and 2, you know that now Ragnar is now king of the Vikings. Due to stuff that happened in Season 2. And for the first half of the Season 2, there's a lot of the same stuff that happened in Season 2 happens in the beginning of Season 3 with regards to the dealings with the English, and the back and forth and what's going to happen. So there's some fighting there that happens, some battle sequences and such. But the latter half of the season actually deals with, he's attacked England. Hey, why not attack France, right? He decides to attack Paris. Literally put siege to the huge city of Paris. And so a lot of that is dealing with that, and all the way to the end and climax of the Season 3 is dealing with this siege on Paris. To which I will say there isn't as much scheming as there was. Like if you watch Season 1 and then through Season 2, it seems like the scheming portion of Vikings is going lesser and lesser as you go through the seasons, but there's still a little bit there, but it's nowhere near what it was, especially in the first season, and then continued on slightly into the second season. It's almost non-existent in the third season. Another thing that was weird was in the first season you had a lot of when it was fight sequences and battles and such, it was very much focused on how Vikings fight and their tactics and such. That's almost completely, thrown out the window in Season 3. They form like shield walls a couple of times, mostly when they're on boats and people are firing arrows at them, which is a standard tactic for any army. But in this, essentially just, people are firing, now just run at them and attack. So I was like, okay, so all of the tactics that you had in the first season and portions of the second season is kind of thrown out they're just thrown out the window, just gone. Like you forgot them, which was really, really weird because they worked really, really well for you up until this point, and then and then you get to the point where they're sieging against Paris, and they're actually building siege engines. I don't know my history. I didn't know the Vikings had siege engines, but I guess they did. I mean, why not, right? But, yeah. Weird. Just weird. I don't know. Those were the two things that really stood out for me in Season 3 that were kind of out of place and missing, that were big parts of the first two seasons. And instead, they've replaced it with essentially moving on from Season 2 and wrapping that sort of area up, even though it's still there. It's still part of, obviously, what's going on because, England is still a part of this world and they didn't just, roll over and disappear. But then it's all about Paris, and you can see that they're really moving towards Paris being a big thing in Season 4. I'm guessing there's a Season 4. because they do talk about how they will be coming back to Paris to sack it again. And so they leave a contingent there to sort of watch over the city or something. I don't know. Seems weird. But, yeah, it was, if you like castle sieges and that kind of stuff, season 3 may be your favorite season, because it's a lot of episodes of just attacking Paris, attacking this castle of Paris. So you may find that season 3 is your favorite season, but I found it probably the weaker of all the seasons, dealing less with story and just more with visual oomph, more with the action. And again, like I said, they kind of went away from Viking fighting tactics and just sort of went with, here, we're in a medieval time, these people are Vikings, they're dressed as Vikings, whatever, fight, have them charge and stuff. So for me, season 3 so far of Vikings is my least favorite, but I still really enjoyed it. If that didn't come across, I still really enjoyed it. I'm loving Vikings. I honestly, it's one of those series that I definitely have to pick up and own, because one day I will want to watch it all the way through again, from start to finish, whenever they eventually finish the series. I don't know when that'll be. Hopefully not for many series to come. But I guess, how many times can you really have your Vikings attack people and then not attack people and then sack people and then not sack people and essentially tell the same story over and over again? It's going to run its course eventually, right? Or will it? I don't know. Maybe they'll become the rulers of Europe. Hey, it's television. Anything's possible, right? Anyways, thanks for watching Show Me Some Television. We're Viking Season 3 edition. There's more television. I'm watching more television as we speak, so there will be more and more segments like this coming soon. So stay tuned. Keep watching. Take care. Have a good one.